How y'all doing? Alright, so yes, this is another video, third one in a row, about the stupid Sony AS100V. And for those of you who don't really give a damn about it and normally come back to this channel to just see me say stupid stuff, really sorry. I promise this is the last time we're going to talk about this camera for a long time, if ever. I also, just because you guys are so cool, I promise you, next week, CDS Feller Dual Vlog. Basically, I got two kinds of videos on this channel. One is me saying stupid stuff that I think might be entertaining, and the other is videos that I make because I couldn't find that video. And this is one of them. You know, I tried looking for footage comparing the GoPro and the Sony, and I didn't find much. And I didn't find much specifically for motovlogging, and I didn't find much about mounting it to the helmet. So I bought it. I spent a lot of time and money trying to figure this stuff out, and I'm making this video to hopefully save somebody else from spending all that time and money if they don't really want to. So one thing I messed up a couple videos ago when I did the split screen with the GoPro and the Sony. Matter of fact, Ned, go ahead and put up a split screen right now. There you go. Alright, so there you go. There's the Sony and the GoPro next to each other right now. And I did that in the last video, and you know, I made that video because most of the videos I saw comparing them cameras had very different color settings, and the color settings made it hard to determine which camera was better. So right now these are neutral color settings and exactly how I had in that last video. However, you notice the GoPro has better detail. Like if you look up in the trees and stuff, the GoPro looks a lot better, doesn't it? The Sony seems to be a little bit more blurred out. So people noticed that. I noticed that for the first time when I watched that video, and I thought, okay, I must have messed something up. There must be some setting on this camera or something that I'm doing wrong. And I asked some folks about it, and they said, nope, there's no other setting. That's just the way it is. And I read some reviews, did some research, I couldn't find much on it, and then I finally discovered Pro Mode. I wasn't running Pro Mode on the Sony, so let's go run Pro Mode. Alright, so there's Pro Mode. What do y'all think? Does that look a lot better? What do you think? Yeah, it better look better, because it takes up about twice as much space on the drive as non-Pro Mode. So anyways, now what do y'all think? Split screen, does it look better? I mean, I won't know until I see this footage with y'all, but I'm guessing that's better. So there's that. And you know, by the end of this video, we're going to give the Sony the best chance that we possibly can. We're going to you know, hit all the bells and whistles. We're going to have Pro Mode going. We're going to put it in its vivid color profile, and we're going to put on the Steadicam, which I don't actually normally like, but some people do. And we'll compare that to the GoPro and see what we think. But just to give you some final thoughts on it real quick, I'd have to say I don't like it for motovlogging. Maybe as an action cam in general, it's okay. You can get them cheaper. Like, you know, the GoPro's MSRP is $299, and you can get it on sale for like $298.99 if you're lucky. The Sony's MSRP is $299, and you can get that on sale for, you know, $150 is the lowest that I've seen it. So there's that. That's a big factor, I know. But ultimately, the problem with the Sony, and you saw this a lot in the last video where I was doing the helmet setup, the problem with the Sony is they don't give you a good way to mount it where you can protect the lens and get to the microphone jack. In fact, they really don't give you a good way to mount it where you can get to the microphone jack, period. So that's the big problem there. If you're not doing the microphone jack, then it's probably not such a bad deal. Some of the other features on the Sony, like the GPS capability, you know, like you saw in that first video I did about it, there's so much lag there that I'm not sure if that's going to be useful enough to a lot of people who would be interested in that. So there's that. It's also kind of a pain in the butt to get that rendered like that. Another thing I noticed in that footage when I watched it, and there's nothing I can do about this, but the Sony gets fisheyed right around the edges. Matter of fact, Ned, put up the Sony full screen right now so people see that. See, if you see right around the edges of the image, it kind of distorts a little bit. Whereas the GoPro doesn't do that. Ned, go back to the GoPro. Or, come on, Ned, keep up with me here. Go back to the GoPro. There you go. So you go back to the GoPro, you know, you can see it doesn't distort around the edges as much. So there's that. So I don't know, I think had somebody made a really good video comparing GoPro to Sony, and I'd watched it and saw the quality differences for myself, I probably would not have got the Sony. And likewise, if somebody would have made a video showing what a pain in the butt it was to mount that Sony to a helmet and protect the lens and get the microphone jack in there, then I probably wouldn't have got it for that reason either. So, not a fan of the Sony. Might keep it around for a spare camera, might sell it, I don't know. Alright, so I know I've been bagging on that Sony quite a bit, so let's dial it in and give it the best setup we can and see what we think then, alright? So right now we got neutral colors, and we got it in Pro mode already. So let's switch it to vivid colors. It's a little flat light right now, but hopefully we'll still be able to tell. Alright, so switching to vivid colors right now. Alright, so there's the vivid color. So, yeah, I know it kind of looks better, doesn't it? However, the GoPro is actually giving you a more accurate image right now. And I proved that when I compared it to the point and shoot in the first video. So, alright, so there's the colors. Let's go ahead and watch this for a minute, and then we're going to dial it in a little bit better. How's that look? There's some color in that scene, right? There's a yellow truck. Let's see how the yellow truck looks. Trying to find some colors besides green for y'all to evaluate here. Alright. So now I'm going to pull over there and I'm going to put the camera into steady shot mode, which I've actually never done before. And we'll do a comparison there and see what y'all think. Alright, now we're in steady shot. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go down here, I'm going to say sitting on the seat. And I'm going to try to get this as bumpy as possible before I get back on the road. So y'all have that comparison. Alright, let's get back on the road. Alright, so steady shot for me, that's just a personal preference. I don't like it when I'm doing moto vlogs. To me it's kind of more of an action video, so I kind of want there to be a little bit of shakiness to demonstrate the action. If I'm going up a really nice mountain road like this and it's really scenic, then I might want things to glide a little bit, and that's when maybe I would want steady shot, but I rarely do that. Here we go, one last comparison. Here's split screen, here's GoPro, and here's Sony. It's every advantage I could possibly give the Sony right there. This is very picturesque. You probably want this to be something kind of smooth. I don't have my handlebars in the frame. I got the exaggerated colors on. It's in Pro mode. And you know what? If I watch this footage and I'm just like absolutely blown away by the difference, then maybe I'll change my opinion. But if it's just kind of like meh, then I don't know. I think I'm gonna probably not use the Sony, and I'll just be a GoPro person. I mean, even considering the price difference, I think the GoPro's worth it. See, the light where I started this video wasn't good enough, so I decided right up here above the clouds so I get better light. That's how much I work to get you guys good information. How many other motovloggers you know are like, huh, them clouds are kind of messing up my light. I'm gonna go up above them clouds. I'm the only one, right? Alright, so that's about it for this video. What do y'all think? Should we end it on the GoPro or Sony? I say Sony because you might not ever see it again. Alright, y'all have a good week. Over and out.